Seeing as this is my very last episode as your host for Cartoon Conspiracy, I've decided to cover one of my very favorite animated shows. And what show could that be? Only one that involves pop stars with perfect teeth, evil babysitters, magic, and a whole lot of pink and green. Fairly Oddparents actually got its start in 1998 with Frederator's own Oh Yeah cartoons. And since 2001, it has brought a little bit more magic into our lives. With our friend Timmy and his fairy godparents, Cosmo and Wanda. They are always there for him to help him solve his problems and cheer him up. But mostly the three of them just cause total mayhem together. Cosmo and Wanda have been married for thousands of years. And Wanda is definitely the brains of the operation. But it hasn't always been that way. Is it just me, or doesn't it seem like Cosmo has gotten dumber over the years? Could he be secretly hiding his smarts? Or is it possible that all of that magic is killing brain cells? Cosmo and Wanda are the best magical friends a kid could ask for. Together, they can give Timmy anything he wants as long as they work together. But doesn't it seem like Wanda is always the smart one? In practically every episode, Wanda is the voice of reason, having to save Timmy and Cosmo from all sorts of danger. But Wanda is often the one blamed for all of the trouble that Cosmo and Timmy cause. Because, according to Jorgen von Strangle, she takes full responsibility for all of their actions because of Cosmo's dangerous stupidity. Now that doesn't seem fair. I'm no expert here, but isn't the key to every successful relationship sharing responsibility for things? Especially when it comes to destroying all of Fairy World on several occasions. If you're a Fairly Oddparents fanatic like me, you might have noticed that Cosmo has taken quite the dive in IQ points since 1998. It definitely seems like in the original Fairly Oddparents pilot that aired with Oh Yeah cartoons, Cosmo actually had more smarts than Wanda. And even in the earlier episodes of the show, Cosmo and Wanda both refer to themselves as two halves of a whole idiot. Now that is the kind of blame sharing we are looking for in a healthy relationship. It seems like Cosmo's brain has been slowly deteriorating over the past 15 years. Because in the season 6 episode Fairly Odd Baby, it's revealed that Cosmo's head is completely empty and is actually just full of jelly.
What kind of jelly? Grape jelly. She knows me so well!
So how could this have happened? Is there some kind of awful side effect to magic that deteriorates brain cells? If so, why doesn't it affect Wanda? Is it possible that Cosmo is just plain dumb in order to avoid the fault of his reckless actions and the wrath of Jorgen von Strangle? I have way too many questions and I have no idea what the answer could be. But I've got one idea where to find them though. And in a Cartoon Conspiracy first, we are going to go right to the source to find the answers to our questions. So over the past 2 years on Cartoon Conspiracy, we have wildly speculated about what some of these answers are for these crazy cartoon theories, but never have we actually gone to the source. So here I have today creator of Fairly Oddparents, Butch Hartman.
Hey Emily, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm great, thanks for having me.
Oh, well thank you for being here because we have some pretty in-depth questions
about
your character Cosmo. You know, the show started off with Cosmo being smarter. I mean, you probably remember in the Oh Yeah cartoons, Cosmo seemed to be about the same level with Wanda, but he's been getting increasingly more stupid.
I think we started off, I wanted Cosmo to be sort of a used car salesman. He was like Mr. Slick Guy. He was sort of like this. I'm a fairy. And but as the show went on, we realized that we really wanted the fairies to be a lot sillier so they would mess up Timmy's wishes. Our lead voice actor, Darren Norris, kept coming in with this silly voice. He kept making his voice higher and higher and higher, and as the voice got higher and higher, he just started sounding a lot stupider. So we were able to write a lot more for that. It really came out of a combo of us wanting the character to be sillier and Darren Norris doing a dumber voice. Now, the one who's actually really smart is Anti-Cosmo. Anti-Cosmo, you know he's smart because he's English, and so he already is smarter. Anyone with an English accent is obviously way smarter than we are.
It's true, it's totally true.
Way smarter.
Yeah. Is there anything in magic that would possibly lower your brain cells? Like anything like lower your IQ? Like, is there like some reckless side effect to magic that...
I think fairies, it's funny, when you look at the fairies, they're all head.
Yeah.
So you think they'd be all brain.
Exactly.
But they're really not. Their heads are what make them float.
Oh,
so
okay.
their heads are just
okay.
full of air, basically.
Yeah.
Full
Physics.
of helium, I think, makes them float.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your inspiration behind Cosmo and Wanda, the characters, and their relationship?
When I first came up with the show, I wanted it to be just about Timmy and having a magic friend. And I just created Wanda first. I thought I was a little boy with a fairy godmother, sort of like a boy version of Cinderella, and that's kind of where it started. And then I thought, it'd be a lot more fun because I knew he had parents. The whole idea was he had parents. They loved him but didn't pay much attention to him. So I wanted him to have another set of parents. And so I thought I should give Wanda a husband. I'd never seen a fairy godfather before. And that's kind of where Cosmo came from. Initial thing was they just love Timmy. They want to be his best pals and do anything he tells them to do. It's just they're not that bright and they get things wrong. That's sort of like their kryptonite because if you have a character that's too powerful, it's really hard to write stories for them because they can sort of do anything. They're not limited. So having the limitation of their intelligence really made the stories a lot better.
So since this is the first time we do have the creator here, I felt like I should take this opportunity to ask, Butch, on the plausibility meter, what would you give the "Is Cosmo Secretly Smart" conspiracy?
Well, let's see, on a scale of 1 to 5, since I think it's pretty obvious Cosmo's actually pretty dumb, I'd say I'd give this in the plausibility meter probably about 1 3/4 crowns on the plausibility meter.
I'm not so sure what you guys in the comments will think. So if you agree or disagree with how Butch Hartman rated his own show, please put it in the comments.
Yes. I have one more thing I want to talk about.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
I have a
Go
brand
for
new
it.
app on the App Store. It's called the Noog Network. You can go on the iPhone store and download this. It's absolutely free. It's got all kinds of cool original cartoons and shows and music and games, and just check it out.
And I know you all have a phone because most of you are probably watching this on your phone.
Exactly. And the teacher just took it away. Sorry, you knew the rules.
Well, now that we're back and we have the answers to our questions, it's time for me to say thank you. Thank you so much for joining me on Cartoon Conspiracy these past 2 years. This is not goodbye forever from me, because I will definitely be back from time to time to help host some episodes. And this definitely isn't the end of Cartoon Conspiracy. And with that being said, we are looking for a new host. If you guys are interested, make a YouTube video, post it, and email it to us and tell us why you would make an excellent host for Cartoon Conspiracy. We are ideally looking for someone in the New York City or LA area, and this is a paid opportunity. Be sure to stay tuned for the next couple episodes of Conspiracy. We're going to have many special guests until we can find the right host for you guys. And as for me, thank you for watching.